World Food Prize is now attributed since 25 years, every year to persons or organizations that made major contributions for fighting hunger problems in the world. We tried to understand why a bacteria was inserting DNA in plant cells. So we did the fundamental research, found that this bacteria does gene engineering, proved that, and then instead of inducing malformations on the plants, we could deliver new genes that give new properties to plants. We could convince our authorities to make a startup company, Plant Genetic Systems, that made the first plants that synthesized their own insecticide. I was very young, motivated to have an eye for society and not as an individual. We had a good science preparation. I was tempted to do science, choose chemistry, and apply this chemistry to the chemistry of the living organisms. That's an ever-learning process, and I'm really very happy that the World Food Prize recognized this effort, and we hope that for the younger generations who are now doing the basic research, that they also will be intrigued how can this basic research contribute to solutions for the severe problems our planet experiences now. Because that is what is needed with the overpopulation we have seen coming up since the period after the war, from 2 billion and now on our way to 8 and 9 billion. Today, people take it for granted, the whole food industry that's there. We know it comes from farmers, but what is really needed for having food security to feed all these people on our planet and to go on increasing the food production without doing too much damage to the environment? We need the best possible production, and the classical breeding, the classical crosses that are done takes very often a long time. And now with the molecular base, we can go much faster, and we can engineer the genes, and we can engineer the reaction of the plant tissue towards the stresses that are around. So it's just an example of a new emerging industry. And since it was developed here, thanks to Jeff Shell, all the colleagues who worked here, and thanks to the support the university has given and the Flemish region has given. All the problems we create with our overpopulation, we have to solve by science and engineering, and not by demonstrations against science and engineering. So the university who helped us in the first part, we hope that they now can help us in communicating to society what is the science behind it, why the science is important, and why society should not be so risk adverse. We have to find solutions, and we think our technology brings these solutions. At the moment, 10% of the agriculture nearly is GMO plants, and that will move very rapidly to much higher levels.